Off-road guy here. Well, today I'm going to show you how to replace the cover on your Dodge. I have a 2010 Dodge Laramie that's fully loaded. So, as you can see, the front seat cover has a little wear on it, even though the truck only has about 70,000 miles on it. You can see the awesome leather seats. I mean, not leather, because it's not, it's like plastic shit, but what Dodge calls leather. So I'm replacing the cover, and also I'm replacing the heating and cooling element, since the heated seat part didn't seem like it was working that good. So I decided to I got the new seat cover from Dodge, but I was able to get the heating element from Rock Auto, the brand new heating element with, it's basically, as you can see, holes and stuff, because it's just a fan for the cold seat parts. So I'm going to show you, since I've already taken it apart, I'm going to show you how to put it back together. So first, take and shove. There's a little slot here through the cushion that you have to, for the fan, that has to go underneath. So I'm going to take and shove that in, and then start working, because I was told from the Dodge dealership, the parts guy said there was no hog rings. Well, he didn't know what he was talking about, obviously, because there is hog rings that hold the seat covers down. See, there's little strips here on one on each side, and then it's just for the outside, but the main part clips on, and you'll see that later on in the video. So, and of course it's made in Mexico. Here's the brand for the tag on the seat cover. Alright, I've taken and pushed the piece for the fan through the seat. Next step is I have to take and peel. Well, I guess I don't have to peel that one off. Fell off. Peel these little strips off here and stick the heating element / cooling ports to the seat. Alright, so stuck it all down. Next thing is to start doing the hog rings. I'm going to be reusing them. I took a pair of vice grips. I'm going to take another pair and just take and hook them, and see if you can see down in there. I'm going to take and I just twisted them one way. I'm going to hopefully twist it back the other way, since I didn't get new ones. Otherwise, if I would have known that it took hog rings, I would have bought some new ones and got the hog ring pliers I got at work in my toolbox and done it. But I'm just going to take and hook it and then twist it back to lock it in, and hopefully that'll work and I don't break any. So first part you got to do is the very front piece here, then take and work down each side. And well, so good so far. Everything's worked out, but it's only been 3, but they went fairly quick. So continue on go each side down the sides. Alright, well, I got both sides hooked, as you can see. Both the hog rings are hooked in, and all I did was take these needle nose vice grips, put the needle nose ones, hook it onto the bottom section, and then grab the top section with the other small vice grips, twist sideways a little bit, enough so you can unhook it. And most of them I left in the foam, in the cushion, but a couple of them decided they wanted to come with, so I just set them off to the side. Easy. So next thing you gotta do, flip it over, hook the fan up to the, so we can have our cooled seats. And you can twist it. Then gonna have to work the cover over the seat, which not that big a deal, just squish and pull. So I'll get that done and we'll start actually installing it back into the truck. Well, that was easy enough. Got it pulled down over everything. Hooked this piece. Now basically when you take and put this in your truck, see these? You gotta take and hook them onto the seat frame. So you take and just hook it around. There's a couple ones that are going to be harder, like this hole has to hook somewhere. It was hooked. There was my Phillips screw on the other side, as you can see how tight it is. One Phillips screw over here. So I just started loosening it and it came off. So I'm going to see what is up with that. But otherwise you just take and hook it around the seat. After you gotta take and run the fan underneath this. Alright, so you take and wedge the seat up, push the fan underneath here, and it hooks onto the springs. Take and latch all these. There's two electrical connectors hooked to the cushion. One for the fan here. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it with one hand. And then one for your heating element here. You're going to have to hook in. Oh, that's probably because that doesn't go there. It goes to the green plug. So I'm going to have to put the camera down for a minute and plug these in. I'll start hooking it. Alright, got that one plug hooked. Next thing, take and hook up the seat belt holder. And then basically, you take these and start hooking it up. See how there's a little hook? Take and start hooking. It right there. For that, there was one, let's see, one of these that holds this little piece here. Take and push it in. Then take and flip this around, and it goes. Let's see if I can. Okay, see if I can get this part on camera. See that edge here? This takes and flips around. Clips in. Press on it a little, I hear a little clicks going on, so that it can get clipped on. There's a couple on the other inside. You won't be able to see. And then we'll go to the back and next. Alright, now with this, you just take and hook this to this bar, these bars right here for the back. And I already hooked up the Well, you can see I can see it with the camera. I wasn't able to see it. Hook up the element for the plug for the heater element for your heated seats. Hook it in. So I'll get that done and we'll continue on with this. Alright, something I just noticed is you have to take and pull this. See how this foam is now covering up this bar? And then pull this wire through around the bar so that it's not constantly getting pushed and gets crushed. So and then plug it back in. And then take and pull this down and hook it. So, alright, then one more thing back here is it has this cover here. You see this little bungee. They have to go and hook underneath where I can't even see it. I had to reach way under and unhook them so that it's taken. So I'm going to take and hook those next. Alright, that's all put together. Now, just have to put all this side piece back together. So, alright, so with this, you take and hook, there's a chunk sticking out right here. You take and hook that on. You hook the front first, then you have all these little, let's see if I can get it on camera, these little push deals. One there, and then all this just clips together. There is one screw on the, as you can see right there, one Phillips screw there, and there's one in the back I forgot about. I have a screw back there. I'll have to figure out how to get it with either with the cover or take that back cover I just put on back off. I'll see if I can get it with it in place. So and there's one screw which I was able to get with it on with the back, this little back flap hooked up. Alright, and the last part is hooking up all the electrical for this. And there's two plugs and one switch, which the switch came out since it looks, I don't know, it looks weird. So hook that up real quick, and so just hooking that plug in, the plug right here, and pushing the switch, and then it just takes and wrong way. You gotta take and hook that first, I guess. Alright, let's try this again now that I got it back out. You gotta take and hook that in there. Then snap it back in. Yep, and that's it. Unfortunately, it looks like the new one looks slightly different shade, probably from all the sun bleaching. I'll put it back in. One thing you probably didn't see me use, I'd recommend some of these plastic panel. I got these from Matco, but I think I've seen them cheaper ones, even though these weren't that expensive for the whole kit. It was like 40 bucks for like 5 or 6 of these. So that, and so I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but it looks like slightly different shade, but it's probably because of the sun bleaching. So that's how easy it is. It is only took me about an hour and a half to do, from taking it apart to putting it back together. Off-road guy here. You can follow me on Facebook or YouTube and like my videos. Leave any comments in the comments section.